We now return to Let's Play Orcs Must Die. So before we go to the arena, I've decided on the archer. I was thinking about maybe doing the flames, or this new pounder, or even the pusher. Mostly these two because of the stun ability, and I feel like that might come in useful a little bit later. I'm not really sure. This one just because I could maybe place one down in front of a door, and it might have the effect of two. But just kind of looking around, a lot of people just kind of had the basic ones as essential things you always use, and the archers are kind of one of those essentials, so I think it's probably a safe bet just to make them a little bit cheaper. They're only 100 coins cheaper. I think last episode I said 100%, I meant like 100 cents. 100 coins is what I was thinking. I did not mean it makes it completely 100% cheaper. But that 100 coins could add up when you need another trap, you know, like difference between 300 coins and 400 is an upgrade to a tar trap. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade the archers. And we will take on the arena. So this is one that I also looked ahead for. You know...
So, now the Order sent me to the fortresses on the western line. It's a dangerous region, but I laugh at danger. And at kittens. They're just so cute. Funny.
I was going to say was... I've looked around at a few different strategies, and a lot of them copy each other, or at least they use the similar strategies. And there is actually a wiki for this game, which has recommendations, and I noticed a lot of old videos from like 2011 used that same strategy. So I don't feel too bad about using some elements of other people's strategies and then kind of tweaking it to my own. For instance, a lot of those videos came out when the game did, and so they did not have access to the DLC. Which allows me to change a few things. So I've chosen the sort of my backup plan, and what is probably going to be a pretty good bracer. Very heavy on magic. I'm kind of tempted to give these a try. I think I'm only going to need to use a few traps. I mean, this might not even be essential. I could maybe swap this out. I kind of tested this and how effective it was. It basically drains all of its mana and then takes like a minute to recharge, a minute and a half to fully recharge. I don't know, it's a while. Like, you can basically maybe use this twice a wave, if that. So I think I'm just going to go with what I've got here. I'm really only taking the pounders just as a because it's available, this mission, and it's kind of cheap. I thought about using the floor scorchers. Because the way this is going to work, I'm going to kind of path them together, but putting two floor scorchers right here I thought was a good idea, but you'll see in a moment the way I'm going to put my barricades, it would actually fling the orcs over the barricades when they lift it up, so it would scorch the ones in front and then fling others behind it, and that's just obviously a bad strategy. So let's actually kind of... There's two rifts and a couple portals that get you to what I think is an unnecessary upper portion. So basically they'll both come in from that way. And the key, I guess, to this is to basically funnel them to this point right here. I'm probably going to use archers as a secondary option. Like, whenever I have excess coins, I'll put them up here to kind of shoot towards the entrance. But otherwise, the main action is going to happen under here. So... you see we start out with quite a bit of coinage, and I am going to use
Just add orcs and blend.
a little bit of the silliness to make sure that they cannot go through here. Now, it's interesting, I tried to separate these by just one gap just to see how far I could actually push it, and they would actually slip through the barricades in just these one spot. So they actually do go through there, but for some reason when you've got a gap like this next to a wall, they just ignore it and they just keep going. So that's an interesting little quirk of the pathfinding. So really I don't have to do this side yet because they come through that door first, but I'm just going to go ahead and set it all down so I don't accidentally overspend and then not have the coins that I need. So this is really all we need to do. It could make this a little bit tighter. It's going to help with some of the wall traps and such, but for right now I think we'll just do that. I need, however, to start slowing them down pretty much from the get-go. So
A little present for you, one for you, and one
why don't we
for
start
you.
them out there? Excuse me, hold on a minute. Okay, a little scratch in my throat. Maybe we'll put it on this side then. They seem to be kind of off. I guess they're not. Well, we want the tar trap to actually be
Something for your
within
face.
there, within that range. So I need to keep an eye on what I'm spending. I may want to go to the weavers
Oh, lady.
and start out with this.
Let's begin. Come back when you're ready.
It leaves me with nothing, but like you know, I do have my things here. So, whoops, I need you to put that down and let my mana getty up for a minute, because the secondary, which I did not use of this, is to put down a flaming line, which is actually pretty powerful. Because as they walk through it, they will burn themselves. Okay. So we're gonna try putting one of these down as they come in. Actually, I should probably try not to do that. That is not the right one.
Done and done.
Okay. Do a little more of this.
A little present for you, one for
And
you,
I
one
could
for
try.
you.
That was... What? That was it? That was it? I mean, okay, but... That was it? So obviously we'll do something like that. Actually, I mean, it'd probably be better off to do one of these. I was thinking maybe I could actually shorten this and maybe get... Because I'm not sure what the radius is. I would imagine if something came through here, it would get
One for
smashed if this
you,
clipped it. You know what I
and
mean?
One for you.
Surely that's how that works. So we might be able to get away with that. I really kind of want to start putting a few archers up. So I'll go ahead and do that. Probably unnecessary, and probably better just to have an actual trap, to be completely honest with you. But we can try this anyway. So here we go. Let's do one of those, and one of those. And really, I need to remember to use my weavers, because the weaver stuff like this
know what you
probably going to end
want?
up being a lot more useful to me later on. But
Oh yeah, I'm awesome.
okay. So I mean, you know, really, I'm probably underutilizing a lot of my stuff here, because
Hey, I hope nobody gets hurt.
I mean,
No, I don't.
it's be, you know, I am. I like between the magic. Just my magic alone, my bracers are probably enough to do the deed. And one thing I kind of noticed from other people playing this was that if they aim up just a little bit, you seem to be a lot more frequent in the headshots. Now, obviously, I tend to do a lot of scattershot nonsense, and that's probably more detrimental to my ability to actually kill anything.
Like catnip, but for orcs.
Well, this is not good because I've got to aimed a little too far down.
One more day
Okay, I may have hurt myself here. Okay, so I need to focus on the back end now, because we are clearly entering into some territory here that is going to be bad news for me. So I'll probably need to, I don't know, should I really just, I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Some new decorations.
Maybe give that a try. I can't imagine this would go wrong, but let's maybe do, I mean, I really don't need these archers. I really don't need these archers. They don't seem to be doing as much, or at least I'm not putting down enough to make them useful to me. Let's put one of those down. And actually, I should not have put it there because it's going to be triggered by that trap immediately. But, well, here we go. Okay, I think this is working out pretty well. It's could be a little more so, but oops, damn it.
Good times. In the face. Yes.
Yeah, see, I think I'm working a little too hard, trying to stand out here and map things, because I mean, obviously, I should just let my traps do the work, which I think is kind of the whole point of the game. I definitely think early thinning helps out a lot. That is not cool for me. Shit. Alright. So let's focus on the archers a little bit first, because I feel like they could be helpful. I'm just not giving them a fair shake. One more there. Okay. So let's refine this a little bit better. I mean, it's kind of overkill to have that many there, but I definitely can put down more pounders.
The last thing you'll ever see.
I mean, a lot more pounders, actually.
This will be good.
So we could do... pick that up now.
The last thing you'll
Oh, hey, a
ever
coin.
see.
And really, I think that's kind of just what we need to do right here, is just make lots of slowdown areas.
This'll be fun.
Yeah. Because I could... I don't think they're going to go that way, to be honest. I think I can keep a few more, but then what? Just in case it gets out?
Traps are just so cool.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. I think that one's going to get triggered. Okay, here we go. Well, that was the wrong trigger for me. Did not. And those... Come on.
Good times. Good times. Nice.
Oh, that was it, huh? Okay. I think I got a little ahead of myself in some of those places. I could have refined the thing a little bit better, but I mean, obviously, having the more mana is really kind of the gist of getting those gauntlets off. And I probably chose the wrong weavers in that situation. I keep forgetting those things exist. I mean, it's up there in the little thing that says, yes, press for the weavers, but if it was actually in the trap stuff, so that I, was in the same thing, it was right there in front of my face, I would think of doing that first. I've got to make sure I'm choosing those upgrades first. They're just so damn expensive. I mean, I could have several traps for doing that, but anyway, whatever. That worked out pretty damn well. The ability to gain some of these, I might just use this strategy if I can, and go back and pick up some skulls just so I have another quick upgrade I can have. I guess depending again on what comes up in the next missions, maybe having pusher traps with stun would be helpful. Again, I wish the upgrade was making this cheaper, because 1500's a lot, and there are situations, as we're constantly saying, where I need mana, but maybe in that situation I'm just better off using the vampiric gauntlets, which I really haven't used since like the first couple episodes, just for a quick splash. But I mean, that's another slot for gauntlets, I mean, in this case, we saw that too many gauntlets is a problem. I think I was trying to focus too much on either having the flames, which are highly effective, or trying to do the mass splash damage, because the flames are pretty good, but they don't have much spread. The bombs are obviously very explosive. They've got a pretty good range of AoE, but it's just, I think I have to choose one. Because it's just way too easy for me to try and spam them down. The area of effect version of the fire gauntlets is just too expensive mana-wise. I can only use it effectively once. So, I don't know. I'm going to have to look at the magic weavers and see what they have for like regen time. See if maybe the mana weaver is the way to go, because I really haven't paid attention to that one too much. But anyway, time to end this one here. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.